Interpersonal Communication Project by Heather Rice, Liberty University, December 11th, 2010. Next slide. What is interpersonal communication? Stewart defines interpersonal communication as the type of communication that happens when people involved talk and listen in ways that maximize the presence of the personal. Next slide. What is the personal? Stewart uses 5 qualities that distinguish people to describe the personal. These 5 qualities are uniqueness, unmeasurable, responsive, reflective, and addressable. Next slide. Stewart states, when communicators give and receive or talk and listen in ways that emphasize their uniqueness, unmeasurability, responsiveness, reflectiveness, and addressability, then the communication between them is interpersonal. Next slide. There are 2 parts of communication according to Stewart: inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling is a combination of perceiving and listening. Exhaling is expressing, disclosing, and sending. Next slide. Overarching goal. My overarching goal is to become a more effective listener, listening at level 1, and in turn becoming a better communicator and enlarging my conversation. Hank states, listening reveals what's important to your listeners. Next slide. What is level 1 listening? Well, according to Burley Allen, level 1 listening encompasses being aware and in the present moment, acknowledging and responding, not letting oneself be distracted, paying attention to the speaker's total communication, being empathetic to the speaker's feelings and thoughts, and suspending one's own thoughts and feelings to give attention solely to listening. Next slide. Enlarging the conversation. This class is mainly about enlarging your conversation and learning how to do so. In order to enlarge your conversation, you need to be able to identify your communication barriers and your communication needs, and utilize your strengths and knowledge about your communication style. By doing these 2 things, you will be able to enlarge your conversation and in turn have much more effective communication with people. Next slide. My communication skills. According to the Discovery Health Communication Skills Test, I scored a 75. This test result states that I managed to get my points across in a clear, concise way, and I am also able to listen to others and understand where they're coming from. This means that I have very good communication skills. Although I scored a 75, I did not score 100, and until 100 is reached, there is always room for improvement. Next slide. My behavioral blend. This is expected of me. I am the IS blend. People see me as being inspiring and submissive. According to Carbonell, the positive qualities of the IS blend are that I am a loyal friend, a faithful servant, I am encouraging and supportive, I am people-oriented, and the negative, according to Carbonell, of the IS blend is that I can be submissive, I'm not always direct, I have a tendency to avoid conflict, and I can also let details slide. Next slide. This is me. I am above the midline blend. According to Carbonell, I am an overachiever. The positives of being above the midline blend are that I am motivated, adaptable, focused, and inspiring. The negatives of being above the midline blend are that I succumb to pressure and stress. I can be too intense for some people. I can become very impatient with people. And I have a tendency to overdo things. Next slide. Barriers to my communication. I have a tendency to become flat-brained, as in the flat-brain syndrome from Peterson, which means that exactly what it states, your brain becomes flat. If something upsets me, or I don't like what's being said, or I'm just tired, I become flat-brained, and therefore I'm not listening effectively. I can also become defensive whenever I feel that me or someone or something that's important to me is being attacked. I also try to solve people's problems, when in turn I really should just be listening. I can also interrupt. Sometimes I just feel that there's a story that's pertinent to what somebody else is telling me, and I interrupt them to tell them this story where I really need to just listen to them. Next slide. Noise pollution. There are two types of noise pollution, internal and external. Examples of internal noise pollution are fatigue, filters, emotions, and personal problems. Next slide. Examples of external noise pollution are loud noises, room temperatures, if a talker is speaking too fast or too slow, if a talker is speaking too soft or too loud, time pressures, and fidgeting. Next slide. Solutions to noise pollution. Some solutions to internal noise pollution are alert listening, keeping an open mind, clearing one's mind of all personal matters so that you are focusing on the talker, and letting go of emotions. There are times when somebody can say something that might upset you or anger you, and then you no longer are effectively listening. By letting go of your emotions, you can effectively listen to the person who is talking. Next slide. Solutions to external noise pollution. Finding a quiet place to talk, having a room with a regulated temperature so that it's not too cold or too hot, paying full attention to the talker, and maintaining eye contact so that outside distractions do not make it so that you're not effectively listening. Next slide. My plan of action. According to Lewis and Graham, productive listening does not occur naturally. It requires hard work and practice. My plan of action is to talk less and listen more, to not get defensive, to try to solve people's problems, to only give advice when I am asked for it, to ask questions to make sure that I really am hearing what the other person is saying, and to only interrupt when it is needed to clarify. Next slide. A final thought. According to Hank, communicating meaningfully with people is the real name of the game. Thank you, and God bless. Next slide. Next slide.